Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting broadcast on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you, and I'm excited, just thrilled that you all can join us for another exciting broadcast right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And today's game features your very own Waller Bulldogs taking on Tomball Memorial High School in a district showdown from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. Today's game is brought to you by Lone Star College in Tomball, Texas. If you're interested in working in the healthcare field but not sure where to start, visit lonestar.edu/Tomball and check out the career training opportunities available for motivated students. Lone Star offers career training in fields such as surgical technology, pharmacy technology, nursing, and much more. At LSC/Tomball, it's all about you. And Edmonds Insurance Agency, which is located at 1202 Alliance Street, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484, and they can be reached at 800-372-9122. And Larry's Automotive, which is located at 30540 FM 1488, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484. Larry's Automotive is a full-service auto shop with fast service and reasonable prices with 24-hour towing. So if you're stuck on the road at 3 a.m., Larry's Automotive can get the job done. They can be reached at 936-931-5566. And again, this is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we are broadcasting live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. And we cannot go on without reminding all of our beautiful listeners to visit our website at www.obnradio.com. Again, that's www.obnradio.com to become a listening partner, or you can simply make an online donation through PayPal to help continue our radio coverage throughout the country. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is the voice of student athletics and serving the community through faith and athletics. The Bulldogs are taking on Tomball Memorial, and we'll tell you all about it when we return right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Are you looking to expand your business? Are you looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at obnradio.com and ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. You can follow us.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. 5:44 remaining here in our pregame. As both teams are warming up, and we sincerely want to thank you all for joining us here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you as the Bulldogs are pumped, excited, and ready to take on the Wildcats of Tomball Memorial High School in a district matchup from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. The Bulldogs are coming to today's contest with a 6-9 overall record, as well as a 3-0 record in district play. And they are sitting comfortably in the first place with their 3-0 district record. The Bulldogs were victorious in their last outing after defeating Magnolia West High School by the score of 58-51. The Bulldogs are under the direction of head coach Earl Claiborne. And speaking of Coach Claiborne, we was able to catch up with him for our pregame show, and he was able to share his thoughts on his Bulldogs and their chances of winning in today's contest.
So I'm here with the head basketball coach of the Waller Bulldogs, Coach Claiborne. First of all, Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Well, we definitely want to thank you for joining us for our pregame show. And you guys won your last game. You guys are sitting 3-0 in district right now. So how does it feel, first of all, to be sitting 3-0 in district play right now?
Well, it really feels great, but I'm trying to get my kids to understand that, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
We jumped out 3-0 in the league play, but, just like we won 3 in a row, we could very easily lose 3 in a row if we don't remain focused.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys won that last game against Magnolia West High School. So what did it take for you guys to pull off a victory in that last ball game?
Well, it was a very, very tough ball game over there. They really shoot the ball extremely well in their gym over there. We jumped out on them to as much as a 16-point lead, and then we had some lapses in our defense, which allowed them to make a few open 3-point shots, which kept them in the ball game. But overall, I was pleased with our performance. We were able to close it out at the very end.
Okay, and as far as your guys on the team, how have they responded to this 3-0 record that you guys have in district play?
They are really excited. They're more eager to stay after practice, wanting to do extra work.
Mm-hmm.
They're hungry. These guys set a goal at the beginning of the season, and they said, Coach, we want to be district champions. And I said, if you want to be district champions, go to work, and we'll see what can happen.
Okay, and from a coaching standpoint, overall, how pleased are you with the way that your guys have been performing on the court here lately?
I'm pleased, but there's always room for improvement. But I don't want them to get complacent, thinking that we've arrived. There's still a lot of basketball to be played, and I'm trying to keep them focused and keep them hungry.
Okay, and you guys are taking on Tomball Memorial High School tonight, so what is it going to take for you guys to pull off a victory in tonight's ball game?
Well, first of all, they come in with an 0-3 record, but that is very deceiving. They played some tough opponents. They played Brenham. They played, who was the other one? Tomball.
Mm-hmm.
Tomball Memorial. But anyway, those guys are going to present a problem for us because they really shoot the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have to really extend our defense, and hopefully we can make some shots.
Okay, Coach. Well, again, thank you for joining us for our pregame show, and good luck on the game.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right.
And that was head coach Earl Claiborne of the Waller Bulldogs sharing his thoughts for our pregame show. Definitely not wanting his Bulldogs to get complacent with where they are in district play, and we all know what can happen, what can be the results if you become complacent, if you get comfortable where you are. So we're going to see if they can continue their momentum here against the Wildcats of Tomball Memorial High School. And again, we'll tell you all about it when we return with our action as far as our starting lineup right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind.
Are you looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at obnradio.com and ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at obn_radio. You can follow us on Instagram at obnradio. We're also on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Did you know that the Open Mic Broadcast Network had 24-hour broadcasting on Tuned In Radio? All you have to do is type in Open Mic Broadcast Network and enjoy our 24-hour program. The station designed with you in mind. the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We're taking a break from our live community broadcasting right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind and the voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. What if I told you that for $6 a month, you could make a big difference in student activities going on throughout Waller County and beyond? For $6 a month, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your partnership will help continue to secure the broadcast coverage of all of our high school and collegiate broadcasts that are performed live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit our website today at obnradio.com and make your donation today. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station located in Prairie View, Texas. Serving the community since 2002, the Open Mic Broadcast Network specializes in local, regional, high school, and collegiate sports coverage. We also provide coverage for a variety of talk shows, sermons, and a whole lot more of community information. Visit our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Andre Davis with you. We are ready for some district basketball here in Waller High School. The Bulldogs taking on the Wildcats of Tomball Memorial High School. The starting lineup for the Wildcats: number 2, John Bowe; number 4, Jordan Gidry; number 11, Trent Rosenmeyer; number 15, Jordan Grice; and number 30, Ben Bass. The starting lineup for your Waller Bulldogs: number 2, Corbin Vine; number 5, Philip Prince; number 21, Jonathan Dorset Morris; number 22, Charlie Hill; and number 25, Zach Kelsey. We're just moments away from our tip-off action here from the beautiful campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. The Bulldogs are coming in today's contest with their all-white with maroon numbers, as the Wildcats are coming in today's contest with their all-blue with white stripes and white numbering. The Wildcats are coming in today's contest with a 0-2 record in district play. The Bulldogs are coming to today's contest with a 3-0 record in district play. And as we say in the broadcast world, buckle up, fasten your seatbelts. It is time for some high school basketball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just moments away from the start of our action. As again, we are broadcasting from Waller High School gymnasium that seats about 3,000 total, the capacity. As we are at the start of the tip-off, your Bulldogs will be going right to left. And here we go. Tip-off is underway as the Bulldogs will have first possession. Moving right to left is Prince. And Prince working on the right side. He finds Hill in the corner. Hill is being trapped. He kicks it back out to Prince. Prince back to Hill. The Wildcats are in their 1-2-2 zone defense. The Bulldogs are moving the ball around on the perimeter. And Hill finds Kelsey. Kelsey shoots a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Well, would have been an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs, but they're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Wildcats. Bulldogs will inbound the ball. 7:35 remaining here in the first quarter. No score yet. The Bulldogs inbound the ball is Morris. Morris shoots a layup. shot no good, a foul on the ground. Charge against the Wildcats is going to be on number 15, Jordan Grice, his first foul. The Bulldogs will inbound the ball yet again. 7:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Subbing in the game for the Wildcats going to be number 34, Andrew Bush. As the Bulldogs inbound the ball, it's Morset under the basket. Morset shoots a layup, and it's good. So with that, the Bulldogs strike first blood here in today's contest. 2-0 our score. 7:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Wildcats got it now, moving left to right. Working the ball around the perimeter is Rosenayer. Rosenayer is being trapped, and he finds Gidry. Gidry drive penetration, shoots a layup, but offensive rebound by Bush. As the Wildcats bring it back out is Vo. And they're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Bulldogs. That's going to be on number 2, Corbin Vines. As the Wildcats inbound the ball is Bush working on the corner. He finds Rosenayer. Rosenayer finds Vo. And Vo kicks it over to Gidry. Gidry drive penetrates. This is to Bush. He shoots a layup. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving right to left is Hill. And Hill finds Morse under the basket. Morse kicks it back out to Prince. Prince working from the perimeter. He finds Hill on the right side. And they're trying to get it down to number 21, Jonathan Morris, as that ball goes out of bounds. As we have what appears to be a mismatch advantage in favor of the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs inbound the ball. And Kelsey got it. Kelsey wasting no time with a mid-range jumper and give it to him. 4-0 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 6:25 remaining in the first quarter. Rosenayer got it. Now Rosen kicks over to Grice, but Grice loses the ball. Turnover. And the Bulldogs will have possession. It's going to be a Wildcats' first turnover in today's ball game. Vines working from the perimeter. He finds Prince. Prince shoots a three-point jumper. That's no good. With an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs, it gets knocked out of his hand by the Wildcats. The Bulldogs will have possession. 6:11 remaining here in the first quarter. 4-0 our score. Bulldogs inbound the ball. Kelsey kicks it over to Hill. Hill kicks it down low to Morris. Morris turns around, shoots a layup, and it's good. And turnover by the Bulldogs. Quick up the court is Prince. Prince drive penetrate, shoots a layup. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Rosenayer. Rosenayer drive penetrate, shoots a layup. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs is Vines. Moving right to left. Vines slowing things down. Now he kicks it over to Prince. And Prince working on the right side. Setting up the offense. He finds Vines. Vines finds a wide open Charlie Hill on the left side. Charlie Hill kicks it down low to Kelsey, who shoots a turnaround jumper, and it's in. Kelsey and Moore is doing the dirty work for the Bulldogs here early in the first quarter. 8-0 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. And quick up the court, shooting a layup by the Wildcats. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. And Vines got it. Now Vines finds Hill under the basket. He kicks it back out to Kelsey for another mid-range jumper. This time no good. And here come the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Gidry. Gidry setting up the offense for the Wildcats. He finds Grice. Grice kicks over to Vo. And Vo kicks it back to Gidry. And Gidry finds Bush under the basket. But Bush loses it. Turnover by the Bulldogs, but they're going to call a foul charge against the Wildcats as Phillip Prince was in full motion. That's going to be on number 2, John Vo. His first foul. 8-0 our score here in the first quarter with 4:35 remaining. And Prince working on the right side. He finds Vines, who's been trapped in the corner. He kicks it back out to Prince, who tried to find Morissette under the basket with a turnover by the Wildcats. Quick up the court is Gidry. And Gidry kicks it back out to Rosenayer for a three-point jumper in the corner. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving right to left, slowing it down is Prince. He's just setting up the offense, working on the left side, and he finds Hill. Hill, drop penetrate, stops for a mid-range jumper, and it's good. And a timeout on the floor charged against the Wildcats as the Bulldogs are on top of this one here in the first quarter by the score of 10-0. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Today's game is brought to you by Attorney Lee Van Richardson, which is located at 1047 Austin Street, Hempstead, Texas, zip code 979-826-8006. And Gunderson's Bookkeeping is located at 40644 Business Highway 290, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484, and they can be reached at 936-372-2661. And the Temple of Refuge Ministries, which is located at 45372 Old Highway 290, Prairie View, Texas. Again, this is the Upper Mike Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. And we definitely want to thank all of our sponsors as well as all of our listeners for today's ball game. Teams just coming back from the timeout. Bulldogs on top of this one so far by the score of 10-0. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. The Wildcats inbound the ball, moving left to right is Rosenauer. Rosenauer finds Bo. Bo shoots a three-point jumper. That's no good. But offensive rebound by the Wildcats is Rosenauer. Tried to put it back up. No good, but a foul on the play as number 11, Trent Rosenauer, will go to the charity stripe for the Wildcats. That foul is going to be on number 25, Zach Kelsey, his first foul, as Rosenauer will be shooting 2 for the Wildcats. His first free throw is up and good to give the Wildcats their first point in today's ball game. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 10, Ian Getler, as Rosenauer's second free throw is up and good. So Rosenauer has the Wildcats only 2 points here in today's contest. 10-2 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Morris on the right side. He finds a cutting Vines on the right side who shoots a layup, and it's in. 3:20 remaining in the first quarter. And Bush finds Rosenauer. Rosenauer shoots a long three-point jumper from the left side. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats. And Bush tries to put it back up and in, and he gets it. 12-4 our score in favor of the Bulldogs with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Morris working on the right side. He finds Hill. Hill kicks it back out to Prince. And Prince kicks to Vines. Bulldogs just working the ball around the perimeter. And Hill finally penetrates, kicks it back out to Hill for a three-point jumper. That's no good. The ball goes out of bounds. And checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 3, Andy McGrew. And checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 1, Torrey Richardson. 12-4 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. And Guidry got it. Guidry working on the right side. He finds Richardson. Richardson kicks it down low to Bush for a layup. That's no good. And they're wrestling for the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball in favor of the Wildcats. As number 1, Torrey Richardson tried to tip it back in for the Wildcats. As Kelsey was coming down with it, they're going to call a jump ball in favor of the Wildcats. As Wildcats inbound the ball, Rosenauer finds Guidry. Guidry penetrates with a block by the Bulldogs. Going to be number 21, Jonathan Morris. And here comes the Bulldogs. They turn it over, and here comes the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Rosenauer for a left-hand layup, and it's in. 12-6 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Hill slowing things down. He kicks it over to McGrew. McGrew finds Morris on the right side. Morris penetrates, but he loses the ball as the Wildcats will have possession. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 21, Nick Manning. 1:55 remaining in the first quarter. And subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 32, Trent Tompkins. And number 15, Alan Beaudry. 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. 12-6 our score. Wildcats inbound the ball. And Getler's got it. Now Getler kicks over to Richardson. Richardson working on the left side. He finds Bush down low, who dishes it back out to Getler for a mid-range jumper. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats and a putback by number 34, Andrew Bush, to cut the Bulldogs' lead down to 4 with 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. McGrew working on the left side. He finds Kelsey. Kelsey finds Hill. Screen by Kelsey. Hill off the screen, drive penetrates. They're going to call a traveling violation on number 22, Charlie Hill. That's going to be the Bulldogs' second turnover here in the first quarter, as Wildcats will inbound the ball, moving left to right. 12-8 our score. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. As Wildcats drive penetrates, no good, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats is Guidry. And Guidry finds Richardson on the left side. Richardson back to Guidry. This time Guidry drive penetrates. This time a traveling violation charge against the Wildcats, as the Bulldogs will inbound the ball. Subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins, and number 4, Jordan Pelot. 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 12-8 our score. And McGrew's got it now. McGrew kicks it to Beaudry. Beaudry kicks it back to McGrew. McGrew finds Tompkins, just working the ball around the perimeter. This time McGrew decides to drive, penetrate, stops spots for a mid-range jumper. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. There's Tompkins. He pulls it back out for a three-point jumper. That's no good, but another offensive rebound by the Bulldogs, but they lose it. And the Wildcats pick it back up, but he loses as he's going out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will have possession. 12-8 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Tompkins working from center floor. He finds Pelot on the left side. Pelot kicks it to McGrew for a three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Richardson. Richardson drive penetrates, tries to find Guidry on the left side. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats, as the Bulldogs will have possession. The Wildcats are in their full court man-to-man defense. Tompkins crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs. He drive penetrates with 2 seconds remaining on the game clock. No good. And with that, our first quarter has come to an end in today's ball game. The Bulldogs are on top of this one by the score of 12-8. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our second quarter. Bulldogs leading this one by the score of 12-8. You're listening to Waller Basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're just moments away from the start of our second quarter. Bulldogs on top of this one so far, sitting in the driving seat, leading by the score of 12-8. The Bulldogs will inbound the ball, moving right to left. And Vines got it. Now Vines working on the left side. He kicks it over to Morris, and Morris kicks it over to Hill. Hill kicks it back to Vines. As Hill tries to find Morris in the basket, he finally gets it to him for a layup. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. And Kelsey kicks it back to Morris, and Morris shoots a layup, no good, foul on the play, but he'll go to a charity strike for 2 for the Bulldogs. That foul is going to be on number 33, Justin Rubble, his first foul. As Morris will go to a charity stripe and shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. 12-8 our score. And Morris' first free throw is up and good. and he'll shoot one more. We'll remind all of our listeners to visit our website at www.obnradio.com to become a listening partner. As Morris, his second free throw is up and good. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. 14-8 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. Here come the Wildcats moving left to right. Is Rubble, and Rubble finds a wide open Grice. As Grice kicks to Richardson for 2 points as he got fouled on the play, and he'll go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play for the Wildcats. With 7:22 remaining here in the second quarter. As Richardson's free throw is up and good. So with that, the Bulldogs' lead has been cut down to just 3 with 7:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Wildcats in their full-court trap defense as the Bulldogs cross the timeline. Moving right to left is Prince. And Prince kicks to Kelsey. Kelsey tried to find Vines under the basket, but he kicks over to Morris for a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats is Richardson. Richardson being trapped at the top of the key, and he finds Rosenauer. Rosenauer kicks it to Vo. Vo drops in and kicks it back to Rosenauer. Rosenauer picks up his dribble. He's being trapped in the corner as he tries to knock it off of a Bulldog to go out of bounds. And he does, as the Wildcats will retain the ball with 6:43 remaining here in the second quarter. 14-11 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. The referees they're all. And the Wildcats inbound the ball. And Richardson got it. Richardson slowing things down, setting up the offense. Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone defense as Rubble drive penetrates. They're going to say shot no good. They're going to call a traveling violation. Charge against number 33, Justin Rubble. As the Bulldogs inbound the ball. Wildcats in their full-court trap defense. As the Bulldogs are trying to cross the timeline, moving right to left. And they finally do, but they throw that ball away. As Wildcats will have possession. 6:22 remaining here in the second quarter. 14-11 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Wildcats cross the timeline, moving left to right, is Rosenauer. Rosenauer thought about it, but he passed it to Richardson. Richardson drive, penetrates, shoots a layup, no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound, dishes it back out to Rosenauer. Rosenauer kicks it back to Richardson. This time Richardson drive, penetrates, shoots a layup, and it's in to cut the Bulldogs lead down to just 1 with 5:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Vines work on the left side. He finds Kelsey. Kelsey drive, penetrates, shoots a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving quickly up the court is Vo. And Vo kicks it over to Rosenauer for a mid-range jumper, and it's in. So with that, the Wildcats take their first lead in today's contest by the score of 15-14 with 5:28 remaining here in the second quarter. And Vines crosses the timeline for the Bulldogs. He finds Morris under the basket for 2 points, but no good as he gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2 for the Bulldogs. Today's game is brought to you by Lone Star College in Tomball, Texas. If you're interested in working in the healthcare field, you can visit lonestar.edu/Tomball and check out the career training opportunities. As Moore's first free throw is up and good. And with that, we are all tied at 15, and he'll shoot one more. And Moore's second free throw is up and no good. This time he goes 1-2 from the line, but an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. And number 2, Corbin Vines, tries to push it back in as he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot another pair of free throws for the Bulldogs. A 5:19 remaining here in the second quarter. And following this game, we will have our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne, and he'll share his thoughts on today's ball game. As Vines, his first free throw is good. Give the Bulldogs a 16-15 lead here in the second quarter. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 30, Ben Batts. As Vines will shoot one more from the charity stripe. There appears to be a wet spot on the floor. We're going to try to get that up to avoid any injuries. As Vines' second free throw is up and no good. So 1 for 2 from the line for Corbin Vines. Bulldogs leading 16-15 with 5:12 remaining here in the second quarter. And Wildcats cross the timeline is Rosenauer, but he loses the ball. Turnover by the Bulldogs, but then a turnover by the Wildcats for another fresh offensive possession. But this time a turnover by the Bulldogs is Morris. Drive penetrating, but he loses the ball. Turnover by the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Rosenauer for a layup as it goes in, and he gets fouled on the play. And he'll go to the charity stripe to make this a three-point opportunity for the Wildcats. Wildcats leading 17-16 with 4:50 remaining here in the second quarter. I mean, it was just back-to-back turnovers between the Wildcats and the Bulldogs. The Wildcats finally turn it over with some authority as number 15, Jordan Grice, makes his free throw to give the Wildcats an 18-16 lead with 4:45 remaining here in the second quarter as the Bulldogs cross the timeline. And look out below is number 25, Zach Kelsey, with the dunk as he gets fouled on the play. And he'll go to the line that makes the three-point opportunity for the Bulldogs. We are all tied at 18 here in today's ball game. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 4, Jordan Guidry, and number 34, Andrew Bush. As Zach Kelsey will try to make this a three-point opportunity for the Bulldogs. 4:40 remaining here in the second quarter. And Kelsey's free throw is up and no good. It rattles out. And we are all tied at 18. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Wildcats will have possession. The Bulldogs in their full-court trap defense as the Wildcats break the press with no problems. And shooting the layup, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs, moving quickly up the court. Kelsey got on the left side. He finds Vines. Vines working on the low block. He kicks it over to Morris. Morris shoots a layup, and it's in to give the Bulldogs a 20-18 lead here late in the second quarter. As that ball, they're going to call a foul charge against the Bulldogs on the backcourt. And the Wildcats will inbound the ball. 20-18 remaining in the second quarter in favor of the Bulldogs. I'm skipping 2018 as our score here in the second quarter in favor of the Bulldogs with 4 minutes remaining. As the Wildcats cross the timeline, moving left to right. Shooting three-point jumper is Jordan Grice. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Quick off the court is Vines. And he tries to shoot a layup, but that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 3, Andy McGrew, as number 22, Charlie Hill, will take a seat. As Bulldogs inbound the ball, McGrew's got it. McGrew is working from the top of the key. He kicks it over to Prince. Prince finds Morris under the basket. No good, but he'll go to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. And we guarantee you they're going to be going to that combination all night long. Number 21, Jonathan Morris, will go to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs with 3:47 remaining here in the second quarter. 20-18 our score. And today's game is brought to you by Larry's Automotive, which is located at 30540 FM 1488 Waller, Texas. And Larry's Automotive is a full-service auto shop with fast service and reasonable prices with 24-hour towing. They can be reached at 936-931-5566 as Morris's first free throw is up and good. And he'll shoot one more. 3:47 remaining here in the second quarter. We want to remind all of our listeners that following today's game, we will have our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne, and he'll share his thoughts on today's ball game. So you definitely want to make sure you stay tuned for that. As Morris' second free throw, this time is no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving left to right is Rosenauer. And Rosenauer finds Gridley in the corner as he's been trapped, and he kicks it back over to Rosenauer. Rosenauer bringing the ball back out for the Wildcats, and he kicks it over to Richardson for a mid-range jumper. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by the Wildcats as number 4, Jordan Guidry, got fouled by number 5, Phillip Prince. The Wildcats will inbound the ball. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 11, Justin Gooden. 3:28 remaining here in the second quarter. 21-18 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Rosenauer brings the ball back out, he finds Richardson. Richardson slowing things down, kicks it back over to Rosenauer. Wildcats just working the ball around the perimeter, looking for a lane as the Bulldogs are in their 2-3 zone. Wildcats just moving the ball around. This is high school basketball. There is no shot clock. They can hold the ball for the entire game if they wanted to. As Rosenauer finally finds a lane, he shoots drive penetration to mid-range jumper. That's no good. And here come the Bulldogs. Moving right to left is Vines. And Vines slowing things down for the Bulldogs. And he fires Morris under the basket. Morris shoots a turnaround jumper, and it's in. 23-18 on score. Wildcats moving left to right is Richardson. Richardson drive penetrates, shot no good. They're going to call a foul on the ground, but we are in the bonus as number 1, Torrey Richardson, will be shooting 1-1 for the Wildcats. 23-18 our score here late in the second quarter with 2:40 remaining. As Richardson's free throw is up and no good. Offensive rebound by the Wildcats is number 34, Andrew Bush, puts it back up and in as he gets fouled. And he'll go to the charity stripe to make this a 3-point opportunity for the Wildcats. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 32, Trent Tompkins. And subbing in the game for the Wildcats will be number 10, Ian Getler. As Bush will try to make this a 3-point opportunity at the charity stripe. As his free throw is up and good. The distraction from the home crowd didn't seem to faze him none. And appears to be another wet spot. But they're going to call a lane violation charge against the Wildcats. The Bulldogs inbound the ball. The Wildcats get a turnover on the backcourt as number 4, Jordan Guidry, got fouled on the ground. But because we're in a bonus, number 4, Jordan Guidry, will go to the charity stripe to shoot 1-1 for the Wildcats. As Guidry's first free throw is up and good to cut the Bulldogs lead down to just 1. And he'll shoot one more. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins. As Guidry's second free throw is up and no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Tompkins bringing the ball down now for the Bulldogs. He crosses the timeline, and he finds Gooden. Gooden kicks it back to Tompkins. Tompkins kicks it over to Vines. Bulldogs working the ball around. As Kelsey shoots a mid-range jumper, and it's in. 25-22 our score in favor of the Bulldogs here late in the second quarter with 2:05 remaining. The Wildcats cross the timeline, moving left to right is Guidry. And Guidry kicks it over to Grice. And Grice kicks it over to Guidry. Guidry drive penetrates, tries to find Bush under the basket, but a turnover by the Bulldogs. Moving right to left is Gooden. And Gooden finds Tompkins. Tompkins slowing things down. 25-22 our score. And Tompkins drive penetrates, kicks it back out to Gooden. Gooden tries to find Vines on the left side, and he kicks it to him. He kicks it back over to Gooden for a 3-point jumper in the corner. That's no good as that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. As the Wildcats will inbound the ball, and they're going to have a timeout on the floor charge against the Wildcats. 25-22 our score. 1:29 remaining. And we'll be right back, right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Elton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
1:29 remaining here in the second quarter. 25-22 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Wildcats cross the timeline, moving left to right is Rosenauer. He tries to find Bush under the basket. He kicks it back out to Grice. Grice kicks it over to Gritley. Wildcats working the ball around the perimeter. Bulldogs in their 2-3 zone. As Bush turns around, shoots a layup. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving right to left is Tompkins. Tompkins slowing the ball down now for the Bulldogs. He finds Vines on the right side. As Vines is being trapped in the corner, he kicks it back over to Tompkins. Tompkins back to Vines. This time Vines drive, penetrates, shoots a reverse layup, and it's in. Give the Bulldogs a 27-22 lead with 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Wildcats. That's going to be their fifth turnover in today's ball game. As the Bulldogs will have possession. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 1, Torrey Richardson. And subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 4, Jordan Pelot. 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 27-22 is our score. And Tompkins working the ball around, and he finds Vines. And Vines drop penetrates on the left side. They're going to call the Wildcats were looking for a jump ball, but they're going to call a foul charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be number 1, Torrey Richardson. As the Bulldogs will be shooting 1-1. It's going to be number 2, Corbin Vines, doing the honors for the Bulldogs. With 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. As Vines' free throw is up and good. And he'll shoot one more. As Vines' second free throw is up and no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving left to right, quick up the court is Richardson. Richardson drive penetrates, shoots a layup, no good, but gets his own offensive rebound, tries to put it back in as that ball was blocked by number 32, Trent Tompkins. He comes down with the rebound, but they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Bulldogs as head coach Earl Claiborne is telling Tompkins to stop with it. As the Wildcats inbound the ball. And Bush got it. Bush kicks it to Grice for a three-point jumper, and it's in. 28-25 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Tompkins crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs, and he gets fouled. That's going to be on number 4, Jordan Gitry, his first foul in today's contest. As we should be in the double bonus here late in the second quarter. But 5 seconds remaining. 28-25 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Tompkins' first free throw is up and good to get the Bulldogs a 29-25 lead, and he'll shoot one more. As Tompkins' second free throw is up and good to push the Bulldogs' lead to 5 with 5 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. As the Wildcats pick it up, shoots a layup, no good. And with that, our first half has come to an end. The Bulldogs sitting in the driver's seat so far, leading by the score of 30-25. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our second half. The Bulldogs lead this one by the score of 30-25. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Are you looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at obnradio.com and ktorradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at obn_radio. You can follow us on Instagram at obnradio. We're also on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Did you know that the Open Mic Broadcast Network had 24-hour broadcasting on Tuned In Radio? All you have to do is type in Open Mic Broadcast Network and enjoy our 24-hour program. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We're taking a break from our live community broadcasting right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind and the voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. What if I told you that for $6 a month, you could make a big difference in student activities going on throughout Waller County and beyond? For $6 a month, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your partnership will help continue to secure the broadcast coverage of all of our high school and collegiate broadcasts that are performed live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit our website today at obnradio.com and make your donation today. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station located in Prairie View, Texas. Serving the community since 2002, the Open Mic Broadcast Network specializes in local, regional, high school, and collegiate sports coverage. We also provide coverage for a variety of talk shows, sermons, and a whole lot more of community information. Visit our websites at ktorradio.com and obnradio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
Yo, Dad, have I told you how proud I am of you?
Hey, thanks, son. What did I do?
I think you're eating extra vegetables and snacking on apples.
Just trying to stay healthy by eating my 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day.
I even saw you slip carrot sticks in your gym bag.
You noticed that?
I sure did.
Well, that's what you've got to do to stay healthy and fit.
And that's why you're my hero, my role model, my shining star.
All right, what do you want?
The car, some cash, and your old school CD.
Oh, my son.
A message from the Department of Health and Human Services. Hi, I'm comedian Carol Leeper. Animal experiments are no joke. Thank goodness, scientists are finding better, more humane ways to develop treatments for cancer and other killer diseases. I hope you'll learn more about the Humane Charity Seal of Approval. It helps donors find charities that provide vital care and advanced research without using animals. For information on how you can give and let live, go to humaneseal.org. That's humaneseal.org.
Did you know that physically active children are healthier? It's true. Exercise protects them from diabetes, obesity, cancer, and heart disease. Sadly, nearly half of our kids don't get the recommended 60 minutes of exercise a day. So turn off your kids' TV TV or computer and take them outside for a walk or bike ride. After all, what's more important than your child's health? To learn more about getting exercise into your child's life, visit the American Council on Exercise website at acefitness.org. That's acefitness.org.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart-healthy oil.
You are a genius! So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels? And that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/face-the-facts. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Facts campaign.
While cutting molding with a 12-inch dual compound miter saw, while holding a newborn baby in your arms, went face-to-face with a congregation of alligators, put the ball in your hands and the entire freaking season on the line.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting.
As you're getting chewed out by your
So why would you do it while driving? NASCAR driver Casey Kane here, asking you to please stop the text, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Get the message at stoptextstopwrecks.org.
When severe weather strikes, schools, government buildings, and even Social Security offices may be closed. The place to go to find out about emergency closings is www.socialsecurity.gov/emergency. Social Security's Office Closings and Emergency Information page provides what you need to know about specific offices that are closed due to weather and emergencies, as well as reminders about upcoming federal holidays during which government offices are closed. Select the Get Email Updates link next to the red envelope to receive emails alerting you to emergencies and closings affecting Social Security. Keep in mind that when the weather outside is frightful, using our online services can be so delightful at www.socialsecurity.gov.
And welcome back to the Upper Mike Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you. We're at the halftime of our district showdown. The Bulldogs on top of this one so far by the score of 30-25. We saw some stellar performances from number 21, Jonathan Dorset Morris of the Waller Bulldogs in that first half. He finished with 11 points and 2 rebounds. And number 25, Zach Kelsey, he finished the first half with 8 points and 4 rebounds. And number 21, Jonathan Morris, as we were talking about during the game, as they're going to try to go to that mismatch opportunity throughout this entire ball game, as he finished with 11 points and 2 rebounds for the Bulldogs. We're about a minute and 45 seconds away from the start of our second half here in today's ball game from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. And we want to remind all of our listeners that following this game, we will have our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne, and he'll share his thoughts on today's ball game. As it appears that we have a nail-biter on our hands, as it once appears that the Bulldogs were going to run away with this one in the first quarter, but the Wildcats start to make a comeback run here late in the second quarter, as the Bulldogs are on top of this one by the score of 30-25. And today's game is brought to you by Lone Star College in Tomball, Texas. If you're interested in working in the healthcare field but not sure where to start, you can visit lonestar.edu/Tomball and check out their career training opportunities. And attorney Lee Van Richardson, which is located at 1047 Austin Street, Hempstead, Texas. And they can be reached at 979-826-8006. And Gunderson's Bookkeeping, which is located at 40644 Business Highway 290, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484. And they can be reached at 936-372-2661. And the Temple of Refuge Ministries, which is located at 45372 Old Highway 290, Prairie View, Texas. as the teams are coming back from their respective huddles, as we are ready to get our second half started. Moving right to left is the Wildcats, as they will have first possession. Crossing the timeline is Guidry for a layup, and it's in. Cut the Bulldogs lead down to just 3, 30-27 on score. 7:40 remaining here in the third quarter. And Hill's got it now for the Bulldogs. Moving left to right, he finds Kelsey for a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving quickly up the court is Rosenauer. And Rosenauer finds Grice. And Grice kicks it over to Guidry with a turnover by the Bulldogs. And here comes Prince. And he finds Vines, puts up the court for a layup. With no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving right to left is Guidry. And Guidry kicks over to Rosenauer for a three-point jumper from the top of the key. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Slowing things down now is Prince. The Prince decides to drive, penetrate, and find Morris under the basket. They're going to call a foul on the ground. That's going to be on number 2, John Vo, his second foul in today's contest. As the Bulldogs will inbound the ball. 30-27 is our score in favor of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs inbound the ball, and Kelsey got it. Kelsey shoots a layup, no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. And they're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Bulldogs. It's going to be on number 5, Phillip Prince. As he thought he had a clear steal. Definitely not agreeing with the call. The Wildcats will inbound the ball, moving right to left. Guidry working on the left side. He finds Batts. And Batts trying to shoot a layup. That ball is stolen by number 21, Jonathan Morris, as he gets fouled. As the Bulldogs will inbound the ball. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 33, Justin Rubble. 6:37 remaining here in the third quarter. 30-27 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Bulldogs cross the timeline, moving left to right is Hill. And Hill finds a wide open Vines under the basket for a layup. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. And here comes Rosenauer. Rosenauer working on the left side, drop penetration to layup. No good. Foul in the play. That foul is going to be charged against number 5, Phillip Prince, his second foul. As he thought he went straight up with the ball. But nonetheless, number 11, Trent Rosenauer, will be going to the charity stripe for the Wildcats with 6:17 remaining here in the third quarter. As Rosenauer first free throw is up and good to cut the Bulldogs lead down to just 2. But he'll shoot one more. As Rosenauer's second free throw is up and good to cut the Bulldogs lead down to just 1. Wildcats wasting no time in their full-court trap defense. As Prince crossed the timeline, moving left to right, he kicks over to Hill. And Hill tries to find Kelsey. That ball had too much heat on it as it goes out of bounds. As the Wildcats will have possession. Wasting no time is Guidry. Guidry crossing the timeline for the Wildcats. And he kicks over to Rosenauer. Rosenauer tries to find Vo under the basket, but a turnover by the Bulldogs. And moving left to right is Prince. Prince slowing the offense down now for the Bulldogs, and he finds Hill for a mid-range jumper, and it's in. 32-29 our score. The Wildcats moving quickly up the court. Vo. Pump makes drive, penetrates, shoots a floating layup. No good. He gets his own offensive rebound, tries to push it back up and in. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. As number 25, Zach Kelsey, snatches it out the air, and he finds Hill. As Hill drive penetrates, they're going to call a blocking foul charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 4, Jordan Guidry, his second foul. As the Bulldogs will inbound it with 5:15 remaining here in the third quarter. 32-29 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs inbound the ball. Hill trying to find Morris under the basket. He kicks over to Vines, and Vines loses that ball as it goes out of bounds. But they're going to say it was last touched by the Wildcats. as the Bulldogs will inbound it with 5:08 remaining here in the third quarter. As Vines inbounds the ball, he finds Hill on the left side. Hill drive penetrates, stops with a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving right to left is Guidry as he tries to find Bo with a quarterback pass as he loses the ball. As the Bulldogs will have possession. Moving left to right is Prince for the Bulldogs. Prince working on the left side. Trying to find Hill under the basket. Turnover by the Wildcats. 32-29 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. 4:35 remaining here in the third quarter. As Rubble drive penetrates, shoots the layup, and it's in because the Bulldogs lead down to just one. 32-31 our score. Prince crossing the timeline, moving left to right. Prince kicks it over to Hill. Hill turn around, shoots a mid-range jumper. That's no good as he gets fouled on the play. That foul's going to be on number 4, Jordan Guidry. As Hill will go to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. And today's game is brought to you by Trinity Christian Learning Center, which is located at 2903 Boers de Arc in Waller, Texas. They can be reached at 936-372-8292. As Hill's first free throw is up and no good. So he'll shoot one more. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 1, Torrey Richardson. As Hill will try to extend this lead for the Bulldogs. And his second free throw is no good. They're going to call a lane violation. Charge against the Bulldogs is going to be on number 21, Jonathan Morris. As the Wildcats inbound the ball. Bulldogs in their full court trap defense. As the Wildcats break the press, moving right to left is Richardson. Richardson drive penetrates from the right side, no good. But an offensive putback by the Wildcats is number 33, Jonathan Rubble, to give the Wildcats a 33-32 lead here late in the third quarter. With 3:50 remaining. The Bulldogs crossing the timeline is Prince. Prince kicks it over to Vines. Vines slowing things down now for the Bulldogs. Working on the left side. Trying to find Morris under the basket. He finally gets it to him. Morris shoots a turnaround jumper. That's no good. But an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. Kelsey tries to put it back in as he gets fouled. And he'll go to a charity stripe to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. That's going to be on number 11, Trent Rosenauer, his first foul in today's contest, as Kelsey will try to put 2 in for the Bulldogs with 3:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Kelsey's first free throw is up and good. He'll shoot one more. Checking in the game for Waller will be number 3, Andy McGrew. As number 5, Philip Prince will take a seat for the Bulldogs. As Kelsey's second free throw is up and good to get the Bulldogs a 34-33 lead here late in the third quarter. 3:30 remaining. As the Wildcats crossing the timeline, moving right to left. As number 1, Torrey Richardson's been trapped in the corner as he calls a desperate timeout for the Wildcats. With 3:32 remaining here in the third quarter. 34-33 all score in favor of the Bulldogs. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And want to remind all of our listeners to visit our website at www.obnradio.com. Again, that's www.obnradio.com to become a listening partner, where you can simply make an online donation through PayPal to help continue our radio broadcast coverage throughout the contest. And again, the Open Mic Broadcast Network serves the community through faith and athletics, as we are the voice of student athletics. Teams are just coming back from the timeout. 3:23 remaining here in the third quarter. 34-33 our score in favor of the Bulldogs, as the Wildcats will inbound the ball. Moving right to left is Guidry. Guidry's working on the right side. He finds Richardson. Bulldogs in their 3-2 zone. And he kicks it over to Rosenauer for a three-point jumper in the corner, and it's in. So the Wildcats take a 36-34 lead here late in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. As Hill crosses the timeline for the Bulldogs, moving left to right, he finds Vines. And Vines finds Hill as Hill was coming off the screen. And he kicks it over to Morris. Morris kicks it over to Vine, working on the left side. As Vine almost threw that one away, but he gets it back and finds Hill. And Hill kicks over to McGrew. McGrew over to Kelsey. Bulldogs working the ball around, trying to find a decent high percentage shot. As Vine working on the right side, they're going to call a foul away from the ball, charge against the Wildcats. That's going to be on number 1, Torrey Richardson, his second foul, as our Wildcat fans are definitely not happy with that call. As we are in the bonus, so number 21, Jonathan Morris, will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 1-1 for the Bulldogs. 2:34 remaining here in the third quarter. And checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins. As Morris's free throw is up and no good. Rattles out the rim on the left side. There's a rebound by the Wildcats. Moving right to left is Richardson. Richardson dishing it over to Rosenauer. Rosenauer setting up the offense, kicking it back over to Richardson. This time Richardson drive penetrates from the left side. Shoots a layup, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Hills got it. Hills drive penetrates, kicks it over to Tompkins as he loses the ball as it rolls out of bounds. And the Wildcats will have possession. 2:08 remaining here in the third quarter. 36-34 our score in favor of the Wildcats. Rosenauer working the ball around. He finds Rubble. He tries to find Rubble. As that ball goes out of bounds, they're going to say it was last touched by the Bulldogs. And checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 21, Nick Manning. And number 2, John Vo. And subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 25, Zach Kelsey. As the Wildcats will inbound the ball, 36-34 our score in favor of the Wildcats with 1:50 remaining here in the third quarter. As Vo kicks it over to Richardson. Richardson kicks to Rosenauer. Rosenauer back to Richardson, working the ball around. They're going to call a pushing foul charge against the Bulldogs. It's going to be on number 2, Corbin Vines, his second foul here in today's contest. Not quite in the bonus yet, so the Wildcats will inbound it. 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Wildcats just moving the ball around, being patient so far as Richardson decides to drive penetrate, and he kicks it over to Manning as they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Wildcats as Manning knew where he wanted to go with it, just didn't put the ball on the ground. As the Bulldogs will have possession moving left to right is Vines. 1:25 remaining here in the third quarter. As Vines kicks it over to Hill. Hill kicks it down low to Morris. Morris shoots a turnaround layup, and it's in. So with that, we are all tied at 36 with 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. As Richardson working the ball around, he finds Rosenauer. Rosenauer kicks over to Vo for a three-point jumper in the corner, and it's in. So with that, the Wildcats take a 39-36 lead. We've seen several lead changes here late in the third quarter. But this time, the Wildcats will have lead 39-36 with 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And McGrew kicks it over to Vine. Vine kicks it down low to Morris. Morris kicks it over to McGrew, who's coming off a screen. They're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 1, Torrey Richardson, his third foul. As we are in the bonus on this end, and checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 11, number 10, Ian Getler. As number 3, Andy McGrew will be shooting 1-1 for the Bulldogs. With 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. As McGrew free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. As number 22, Charlie Hill will bring it back out for a fresh offensive possession. He kicks it over to Vines, who drop penetrates on the left side, trying to find Morris under the basket as he gets fouled. As number 2, Corbin Vines, will go to the line as we're in the double bonus. So Corbin Vines will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. And the referees are huddled up. Not sure exactly what the problem is. They're going to say they're not in the double, they're not in the double bonus quite yet. So number 2, Corbin Vines, will be shooting 1-1. And checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 34, Andrew Bush. As Vines will be shooting 1-1. His first free throw is up and good. He'll shoot one more because the Wildcats lead down to just 2. As Vines, the second free throw is good. 39-38 our score in favor of the Wildcats. 15 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Bo working on the right side. He finds Rosenar. Rosenar kicks it back to Bo. Bo kicks over to Rosenar for a three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving quickly up the court is Vines with 2 seconds remaining in the quarter. He was trying to shoot the high percentage shot, looking for the foul call, but didn't get it. And with that, our third quarter has come to an end. In this thriller nail-biter, Wildcats take the lead 39-38. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our fourth quarter right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr., a Keller Williams realtor in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Home Star College of Tomball, Texas. Clayton's Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas. And the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Close ball game in this one from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. We're just moments away from the start of our fourth quarter. Wildcats on top of this one by the score of 39-38. The Bulldogs inbound the ball, moving left to right is Prince. Prince kicks it over to Vines. Vines kicks it back over to Prince. Prince finds Hill. Hill drive penetrates for a layup, no good, but an offensive putback by number 21, Jonathan Morris, to give the Bulldogs an early 40-39 lead here in the fourth quarter with 7:30 remaining. And Richardson's got it. Richardson kicks it over to Guidry. Guidry finds Bush. Bush kicks it back out to Richardson for a three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. And here comes Prince, moving left to right. Prince working on the left side. He kicks it over to Hill. Hill drive penetrates, shoots a reverse layup as he gets fouled. As number 22, Charlie Hill, will go to the charity stripe for the Bulldogs. With 7:11 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And want to remind all of our listeners that following this game, we will have our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne of the Waller Bulldogs, as he'll share his thoughts on today's ball game. As there appears to be another wet spot on the floor, as referees are getting that cleaned up, as we definitely do not want that, as number 22, Charlie Hill, will shoot 2 for the Bulldogs, as his first free throw is up and good. And he'll shoot one more to extend the Bulldogs' lead to 41-39, with 7:11 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Hill's second free throw is up and good. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Give the Bulldogs a 42-39 lead here early in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes remaining. And crossing the timeline is Richardson. Richardson kicks over to Guidry. Guidry kicks it back to Richardson. Bulldogs in the 2-3 zone as Richardson drive penetrates, and he kicks it over to Guidry. He kicks it over to Richardson as he gets fouled. As number 4, Jordan Guidry, will go to the line for the Wildcats. And Guidry's first free throw is no good. It rattles out on the left side, and he'll shoot one more. 42-39 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As Guidry's second free throw this time is good. 42-40 our score. As the Wildcats inbound the ball, and the turnover by the Wildcats moving quickly up the court is Richardson for a foul, and he'll go to the line for the Wildcats. As the Bulldogs were trying to break the press, and number 1, Torrey Richardson, intercepts that one just like a safety, if you will. As his first free throw is no good, he'll shoot one more. 6:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Richardson's second free throw is no good, he goes 0 from 2. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving left to right is Prince. Prince crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs. Working on the left side, he finds Hill. Hill tries to find Morris down low as that ball rolls around on the ground. They're going to say it was last touched by the Bulldogs. The Wildcats will inbound it. With 6:32 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Crossing the timeline for the Wildcats is Guidry. Guidry working on the left side, and he finds Bush. Bush job penetrates, pump fake, shoots the layup, and it's in to tie this ball game up at 42. With 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hill crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs. And Hill working on the left side, setting up the offense. He kicks it over to Vines, who was coming off the screen. Vines kicks it up top to Morris. Morris kicks it down low to Vines. Vines shoots a layup. No good, but an offensive putback by number 25, Zach Kelsey. To give the Bulldogs a 44-42 lead here in the fourth quarter. 5:40 remaining. As Richardson working on the right side. He kicks it over to a wide open Guidry for a three-point jumper, and it's in. Several lead changes here in the fourth quarter. This time the Wildcats will take the lead, 45-44, with 5:20 remaining. They're going to call a foul charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 15, Jordan Grice, his second foul. As we are in the double bonus here in the fourth quarter, as number 5, Phillip Prince, will try to put 2 in for the Bulldogs. His first free throw is no good, and he'll shoot one more. As Prince's second free throw is good to tie this ball game up at 45 with 5:20 remaining. Moving right to left is Guidry. Guidry working on the left side. He kicks it over to Richardson. Richardson drive penetrates. As that ball gets knocked out, but they're going to call a foul charge against the Bulldogs. It's going to be on number 22, Charlie Hill, his first foul. As Hill thought he had a clear steal, and the Wildcats will inbound the ball. Wildcats inbound the ball. Rosenauer kicks it over to Bush. Bush kicks it back over to Rosenauer. Rosenauer drive penetrates, shoots the layup, and it's in. As the Wildcats take the lead now, 47-45, 4:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Prince crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs, as the gym has came alive here in Waller High School. As Prince drive penetrating, they're going to call a foul, no shot. That's going to be on number 11, Trent Rosenauer. We are in the double bonus, so number 5, Phillip Prince, will try to tie this ball game up for the Bulldogs. His first free throw is no good, as he'll shoot one more. 4:45 remaining here in the fourth period. As Prince's second free throw is no good. He goes 0 for 2 from the line that particular time. Rebound by the Wildcats. 47-45 our score. Moving quickly up the court is Grice. Grice kicks it back out to Richardson. Richardson slowing things down for the Wildcats. 47-45 our score in favor of the Wildcats, with 4:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This is high school basketball. There is no shot clock, as Richardson was trying to find Rosenauer under the basket. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats, as the Bulldogs will have possession. Moving left to right is Prince. Prince crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs, setting up the offense. Working from center floor now. He kicks it over to Hill. Hill kicks it back over to Vines. Vines drop penetrates from the right side, shooting a layup, missing it for an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs for a fresh offensive possession. Working on the right side is Hill. Hill kicking it over to Prince. And Prince working on the right side, kicking it back to Hill. Hill drive penetrate, stopping for a mid-range jumper. That's no good. But an offensive rebound, but it would have been an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs with a turnover, as Rosenauer drive penetrates for a layup. As he gets fouled on the play, that foul is going to be charged against number 5, Phillip Prince, his third foul. As number 11, Trent Rosenauer, will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Wildcats. 47-45 our score in favor of the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter with 3:32 remaining. As Rosenauer's free throw is no good, and he'll shoot one more. And a timeout on the floor charged against the Wildcats. And we're going to take a timeout and come back with the remaining portion of our fourth quarter. 47-45 our score in favor of the Wildcats. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve student athletes, their families, and the institutions they represent. Our goal is to provide quality broadcasts that highlights the hard work and dedication these student athletes are committed to. For a donation as small as $6 a month, you can become a listening partner. Visit our website today at obnradio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
47-45 our score here late in the fourth quarter in favor of the Wildcats. The team is coming back from the timeout, as Rosenauer will be shooting one more for the Wildcats. Today's game is brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministries, which is located at 45372 Old Highway 290, Prairie View, Texas, and Lone Star College, which is located Lone Star College in Tomball, Texas. You can visit lonestar.edu/Tomball if you're interested in working in the healthcare field but not sure where to start. As Rosenauer's second free throw is good, takes in the Wildcats lead to 3. 48-45 our score. 3:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats in their full court trap defense. Crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs is McGrew. McGrew kicks it over to number 21, Jonathan Morris, for the dunk. They're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Bulldogs. So the basket is no good, as the Wildcats will inbound it. Crossing the timeline is Rosenauer. Rosenauer setting up the offense. 3:08 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rosenauer kicks it over to Richardson. Richardson kicks to Guidry. Guidry swings it over to Grice, as he kicks it back to Guidry. And Guidry kicks it down low to Bush for a layup. No good, as he gets fouled. And he'll go to the charity stripe to try to extend this Wildcats lead. And that's going to be number 34, Andrew Bush, for Tomball Memorial. As Bush's first free throw is up and good. He'll shoot one more. And to remind all of our listeners to become a listening partner, you can visit our website at www.obnradio.com to make a simple online donation through PayPal, as Bush's second free throw is good to extend the Wildcats lead to 5 with 2:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Vines almost loses the ball, but he gets it back as he tries to find Morris under the basket. They're going to call a foul on number 34, Andrew Bush, his first foul, as number 21, Jonathan Morris, will go to a charity stripe to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. As Morris's first free throw is up and good. He'll shoot one more. 50-46 our score in favor of the Wildcats here late in the fourth quarter with 2:43 remaining. As Morris's second free throw is up and wait for it. No good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving quickly up the court is Richardson. Drive penetrate for a layup. No good. He blows it. Rebound by the Bulldogs as he loses it. It's number 2, Corbin Vines, as number 1, Torrey Richardson gets the ball back as he's been trapped, and he calls a desperate timeout for the Wildcats. So when we return from the timeout, the Wildcats will have possession. 50-46 our score in favor of the Wildcats. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr., a Keller Williams realtor in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Home Star College of Tomball, Texas. Clayton Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller Academy and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
2:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 50-46 our score in favor of the Wildcats. Welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you as the Wildcats inbound the ball, throwing that ball long, and they're going to call a foul charge against the Bulldogs, as the crowd definitely not pleased with that one, as number 1, Torrey Richardson, and number 2, Corbin Vines were going up for the ball at the same time. And that's going to be 5 fouls on number 2, Corbin Vines, as he'll take a seat. As number 1, Torrey Richardson will be going to a charity stripe for the Wildcats. Subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 5, Phillip Prince, and number 25, Zach Kelsey. 2:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 50-46 our score in favor of the Wildcats. And want to remind all of our listeners that following this game, we will have our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne of the Bulldogs, and he'll share his thoughts in today's ball game. As Richardson's first free throw is up and good, shooting 1-and-1, so he'll shoot one more to extend the Wildcats lead 51-46. As the crowd has came alive here in the gym of Waller High School to try to distract Richardson, and his second free throw is up and good. Not bothered by the distraction, he stands at Wildcats lead 52-46. Wildcats in their full-court trap defense. Breaking the press is Prince, and he finds McGrew. McGrew kicks it back over to Prince. Prince back to McGrew. McGrew for a three-point jumper, and it's in. 52-49 our score here late in the fourth quarter in favor of the Wildcats with 2:08 remaining. Timeout charge against the Wildcats. We'll take a timeout and come back with the remaining portion of today's ball game. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve student athletes, their families, and the institutions they represent. Our goal is to provide quality broadcasts that highlights the hard work and dedication these student athletes are committed to. For a donation as small as $6 a month, you can become a listening partner. Visit our website today at obnradio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
In a thriller district matchup, 52-49 our score in favor of the Wildcats here late in the fourth quarter with 2:08 remaining. Teams are coming back from the timeout, and the Wildcats will inbound the ball. The Bulldogs in their full-court trap defense, breaking the press, is Richardson moving right to left, shooting a layup, and it's in. 6 in the Wildcats lead, 54-49. 1:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Prince got it now. Prince drive penetrates, shoots a layup, no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Moving right to left is Guidry. And Guidry finds a wide open Richardson. And Richardson pump fakes, tries to drive with, but they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 1, Torrey Richardson. As he knew where he wanted to go with, but he forgot that he had the ball with him. 54-49 our score in favor of the Wildcats. 1:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As the Bulldogs inbound the ball, moving left to right. Screen by Kelsey. Hill off the screen, working on the left side. Hill spins, drive, penetrates. They're going to call a blocking foul as number 22, Charlie Hill, will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. Try to cut this lead down here late in the fourth quarter. Today's game is brought to you by Edmunds Insurance Agency, which is located at 1202 Alliance Street, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484. They can be reached at 800-372-9122. And Larry's Automotive, which is located at 30540 FM 1488, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484. Larry's Automotive is a full-service auto shop with fast service and reasonable prices with 24-hour towing. They can be reached at 936-931-5566. As Hill's first free throw is no good, and he'll shoot one more. Checking in the game for the Wildcats to be number 33, Justin Rubble. As Hill's second free throw is good. So that the Wildcats lead has been cut down to just 4. Checking in the game for the Wildcats to be number 15, Jordan Grice. And something in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins. The Wildcats will inbound the ball. Bulldogs in their full court trap defense. And trapping in the backcourt is the Bulldogs as the Wildcats cross the timeline. Moving right to left is Richardson. Richardson kicks it over to Guidry. And they're going to call a foul charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 3, Corbin Vines. As number 4, Jordan Guidry, will be shooting at the charity stripe for the Wildcats. And we are in a double bonus on this side now, so number 4, Jordan Guidry, will be shooting 2. His first free throw is good. He'll shoot one more. 1:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. 55-50 our score in favor of the Wildcats. As Guidry's second free throw is good. 16 the Wildcats lead to 6. Moving left to right is Tompkins. Tompkins calling for the screen. He gets it. Morris, screen. Tompkins off the screen, and they're going to call a foul. Shot no good. That's going to be on number 1, Torrey Richardson, his 4th foul. As number 1, Ferris Tompkins, will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. And his first free throw is no good. And he'll shoot one more. And subbing in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 5, Philip Prince. And Tompkins, the second free throw is no good. They're going to call a lane violation charge against the Bulldogs. The Wildcats will have possession. Subbing in the game for the Bulldogs would be number 15, Allen Beaudry. As the Wildcats inbound the ball, moving right to left is Rosenar. Rosenar is being trapped, and he finds a wide open Guidry under the basket. The Guidry kicks it back out to Rosenar. 57 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. As Richardson is being trapped, they're going to call a blocking foul charge against the Bulldogs. It's going to be number 22, Charlie Hill. As Richardson will go back to the charity stripe to shoot 2 more for the Wildcats. 54 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter, 56-50-yard lead. And want to remind all of our listeners to become a listening partner. You can visit our website at www.obnradio.com. Again, that's www.obnradio.com to make an online donation through PayPal to help continue our radio broadcast coverage throughout the country. As Richardson's first free throw is no good, and he'll shoot one more. Wildcats leading by 6 here late in the fourth quarter with 54 seconds remaining. As Richardson's second free throw is up and no good. He goes 0 for 2 from the line. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Moving quick up the court on the right side is Prince. Prince crossing over, kicking over to McGrew. McGrew tries to shoot a three-point jumper, but that ball is blocked. Rebound by the Bulldogs. They're going to call a foul charge against the Wildcats. It's going to be on number 15, Jordan Grice. As number 11, Justin Gooden, will shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. 56-50 score in favor of the Wildcats. 43 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Gooden's first free throw is no good. He'll shoot one more. Checking in the game for the Wildcats will be number 33, Justin Rubble. As Gooden's second free throw is good. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. And as the Wildcats will inbound the ball. Bulldogs in their full court trap defense. Wildcats inbound the ball. Richardson working on the left side. He kicks it over to Rosenar. And a turnover by the Bulldogs on the backcourt is McGrew, and he misses the layup. They're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Wildcats as number 3, Andy McGrew, missed the high percentage shot. And they're going to say the basket is good. Not sure if that was goaltending that was called. The Wildcats have possession. They're going to call a foul charge against the Bulldogs. It's going to be on number 11, Justin Gooden, as the Bulldogs are in an obvious fouling situation here late in the fourth quarter with 29 seconds remaining, trailing by the score of 56-53. As number 4, Jordan Guidry, will go to the charity stripe for the Wildcats, shooting 2. As Guidry's first free throw is no good. He'll shoot one more, try to extend this Wildcat lead. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 4, Jordan Pelot. Bulldogs trailing by 3 with 29 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. As the gym has came alive as Guidry's second free throw is good to extend the Wildcats lead to just 4. Wasting no time, moving quickly up the court is Prince. Prince working on the left side, drive penetrates, finds Pilot. Pilot kicks it over to McGrew. McGrew pump face with a 3-point jumper. No good. Rebound by the Wildcats. And Guidry's got it. Guidry's working on the left side. An obvious fouling situation as number 3, Andy McGrew, is charged with the foul for the Bulldogs. As Guidry will go back to the charity strike for the Wildcats. 57-53 our score in favor of the Wildcats. 7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins. Number 3, Andy McGrew, will take a seat. 7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 57-53 our score. As Guidry's first free throw is good to extend the Wildcat lead to 5. But he'll shoot one more. I want to remind all of our listeners to stay tuned for our post-game report featuring head coach Earl Claiborne of the Bulldogs. As Guidry's second free throw, this time no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. They're going to call another foul as number 5, Phillip Prince, appears to be shaken up on the play, shaken up and frustrated at the same time. They're going to call a tech. As number 1, Torrey Richardson, will be shooting for the Wildcats. As well, what we thought was a tech, they had everybody back behind the free throw lane, but it's not a tech. As Richardson's first free throw is up and good for the Wildcats to extend their lead 59-53. And the second free throw is up and good. And with that, our ball game has come to an end. Wildcats of Tomball Memorial winning this one by the score of 60-53. We're going to take a break and come back with our post-game report. Wildcats winning this one by the score of 60-53. Stay tuned for our post-game report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Wall County Athletics. Stay tuned, you will be returning to our live coverage of this broadcast. Serve the community through sales and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Stay tuned. We'll be returning to our live coverage. Tell the community following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Quality Harris Jr., a fellow Williams realtor in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Home Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Alton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve student athletes, their families, and the institutions they represent. Our goal is to provide quality broadcasts that highlights the hard work and dedication these student athletes are committed to. For a donation as small as $6 a month, you can become a listening partner. Visit our website today at obnradio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Bulldogs falling short in this one by the score of 60-53. You're listening to our post-game report, and we're able to catch up with head coach Earl Claiborne of the Waller Bulldogs, and he was able to share his thoughts on today's ball game.
All right, Coach, so tough loss for you guys in today's ball game. You guys had several opportunities to tie the game up as well as take the lead late in the fourth quarter at the charity stripe. So your overall thoughts on today's ball game?
Well, I'm disappointed in our free throw shooting. We missed 19 free throws and we lose by 7. And then we didn't take very good care of the ball. So, you know, a team like this, hats off to those guys. They played hard. This was their first district win. And it just goes to show, you know, anybody can be beat on any given night if you don't play your best game. So, and that's what happened to us tonight. You know, we didn't play very well, missed free throws, and as a result, we lost the game.
So, you know, you guys have taken your first loss in district play, still sitting comfortably in district play. So what do you guys take from this loss leading into your next game?
That we got to get better at the free throw line. Because with the big guys that we have, we're going to get fouled. Because that's our game, inside out. And, you know, we got to make free throws.
Okay. Well, thank you, Coach, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
And that was head coach Earl Claiborne explaining how the Bulldogs did not play their best basketball against Tomball Memorial High School, missing 19 free throws and losing by 7. So we definitely want the Bulldogs to rectify that problem leading into their next ball game. We saw some stellar performances from number 21, Jonathan Morris. He finished the game with 15 points and 3 rebounds. Number 22, Charlie Hill, finished the game with 7 points and 4 boards. And number 25, Zach Kelsey, finishing the game with 12 points and 5 rebounds. Bulldogs losing this one by the score of 60-53. And the next time we'll be coming at you at the Open Mic Broadcast Network will be January 13th, as the Lady Bulldogs will be taking on Willis High School in the district matchup from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. Tip-off of that game will be 6:30, so we'll be coming at you with a pregame show at 6:15. Bulldogs falling short in this one by a score of 60-53, so they fall 3-1 in district play, but still sitting comfortably in district play. We're losing this one by the score of 60-53. I'm Andre Davis, and we will see you next time.